I'm Josh with Skid Pro. Today we're taking a look at our heavy duty snow bucket. When you look at a snow bucket, I think there's three important factors we gotta figure when we build this. First, it's gotta be strong. Snow buckets take a lot of bending, prying, pushing. Guys hit manhole covers or sidewalks, things you can't see under the snow. So it's gotta be strong enough to take that. Second, we want good visibility. Commercial snow guys are moving at a fast pace. They're trying to get in and get out, get it cleaned. If they can't see their edge, if they have visibility issues, that's gonna slow them down, cause damage, it's gonna be a problem. The third thing that we look at is cost. This is the most economical snow attachment that we have. We have to keep our costs down as long as we don't sacrifice the durability or the strength. So what is the Skid Pro difference when it comes to a snow bucket? Well, first, strength. We've got it. It starts with the frame. We run thick-walled 3x3 inch square tubing for the top frame. In the bottom back, we have double-walled power crimped bottom. We tie the power crimp and the square tubing together with the vertical stiffeners in the back of the bucket right in front of the attach plate. We have 1/2 inch wear strips on the bottom that give extra rigidity and strength to the bottom floor of the bucket. We run a 3/4 by 6 weld-in edge in the front, and then we use the wear bars, as you can see here, to tie it all in. So not only is strength of frame important, but we also need the strength on the attach plate. Snow buckets in particular, when they clip into that skid loader, they're putting pressure on that front cutting edge, trying to scrape through the snow and the ice. There's a lot of pressure underneath on the locking pins and that top lip. So that's a key area that we reinforce. You can see we've got the 3/8 side runners that go vertically the entire distance of the bucket. That stiffens it up, also makes the attach plate area more robust as well. Here we do something different. We have the normal top lip, solid strip all the way across. We also run a 12-inch wide, 1-inch thick piece of support steel that runs from that top lid to the back of the bucket. And that's on both sides where those pads are gonna be on the Bobcat itself. A lot of additional strength, not a lot of cost, but a solid move for added durability and strength. And on the bottom, we don't just have the pin tabs here like normal. We have second plate of steel that goes from the back of the tab all the way to the back of the bucket. Again, that strengthens up the tabs, that gives a reinforcement and a gusset to that area where that pin on that bob attach is going to be, and it's going to be applying pressure as you're putting that front edge down on the snow bucket. Again, a critical area for strength and durability over the life of the bucket. The second important feature we talked about on snow buckets is visibility. Some buckets have such a high back you can't see a thing. And yeah, you can cut mesh in or visibility holes, but it's never quite the visibility you'd have on a bucket. And that's one area where guys really struggle with. That's why we don't put our buckets too terribly high. We're at 27 inches in height. When you're in that skid loader, you've got great visibility. You can see your cutting edge at almost all times, and that makes a huge difference for your speed, reducing the likelihood of damage, and just overall performance. We do have a higher backed Mega Snow bucket. We'll look at that in a bit, but this is our main bucket. I see the lower back as an advantage most of the time. So the other part of that visibility is the depth. It's key to have a depth that's long enough that you can see that front cutting edge. That's critical, being in the operator's cab and being able to see that front edge. This bucket is about 38 inches deep, and it has plenty of visibility to get down to see your cutting edge at all times. That's a big deal. It's going to give you that added performance. This is our 96-inch wide model. This bucket comes in with a strut capacity of about 38 cubic feet, a full heaping capacity of about 42 cubic feet. We talked about visibility of the cutting edge being important, but we haven't touched yet on the importance of the cutting edge. So we run 3/4 by 6 inch weld-in cutting edge on every bucket. As an option, we can put a bolt-on reversible edge. The bolt-on edge is 6 inches wide by 1/2 inch thick. Both edges are made of high carbon steel, so very low wear properties. They'll last a very long time. The weld-in edge, of course, comes standard on every bucket. The bolt-on reversible edge is an option. We round out this bucket with a couple large safety steps to make it easier to get into and out of the skid loader. The third point we talked about, the importance of a snow bucket, is still keep it economical. Right now, our 66-inch snow bucket is still under $1,000. Shows how economical this is, not only as a snow removal tool, but against other snow buckets out in the industry. Well guys, this is what we call our mega snow bucket. And a mega bucket it is. Almost 41 inches tall, almost 43 inches deep. This thing can fit a lot of snow. The downside, like we talked, is definitely cutting edge visibility. When you're in a skid loader, it is really tough to see and have a feel for that. But if you're in the snow contract business and you need the biggest possible amount of snow, this is the one for you. When we look at total capacities, we're talking about 63 cubic feet struck and just over 72 cubic feet heaped. So clearly this is a huge bucket, but the strength is still there. The 3x3 square tubing on the top, the vertical stiffeners tying the top into the power crimp on the bottom and the double gusseting there. The runners on the bottom of the bucket, the attach plate, side runners that go all the way to the top of the bucket, the lip reinforcement, the bottom pin reinforcement. Structurally, this bucket is tough enough to handle commercial snow removal. Again, it's just key to have the discussion that with the bigger capacity, we lose a little bit of that front edge cutting visibility. If you have any questions about this or any of our other skid loader attachments, visit www.skidpro.com or call 877-378-4642 and talk to a product guru today.